Under the hot sun shining on the expanse of rice fields, I walked with light and cheerful steps. The sound of birds chirping happily in the trees surrounding the fields, while the gentle breeze brought the refreshing scent of wet soil. I walked with a happy heart, my eyes looking at the expanse of green rice fields, where small snails were seen wandering among the rice leaves that were starting to droop. With a basket in hand, I walked around, enjoying the peaceful rural atmosphere. Often I chuckled when I found snails hidden under the clumps of rice, or when I saw the small traces they left on the wet soil. Among the gurgling water and the calming howling of the wind, it felt like this world was so perfect, there was no burden that haunted me. Every now and then I would stop, sit for a moment on the edge of the rice field, observing the little life around me. Everything felt so alive, from the rustle of the wind that swept the rice leaves, to the movements of insects that passed quickly in front of me. Every second felt precious, and I just wanted to capture this moment in my memory. I continued my search, exploring every corner of the rice field with enthusiasm. Without rushing, every step I took felt like part of a small adventure full of happiness. Every now and then I would sing softly, adjusting the song to the rhythm of nature around me. The snails I found were delightful little gifts. I put them in my basket one by one, but without feeling rushed. Each time the basket filled up, my heart felt happier. It felt like I had found a treasure, even though they were just small snails that you find in rice fields. But the beauty of this day was not measured by what was in the basket, but by the joy I felt with every step. The sky turned a beautiful blend of orange and purple. I sat on a large rock, taking in the stunning view. Everything felt perfect. The snails in the basket, the cool breeze, and the colorful sunset sky. In moments like these, I felt truly alive, like a part of nature that was so peaceful and beautiful. But the sky began to cloud over this afternoon, but I didn't care. My heart remained cheerful, full of joy that was unshaken by the changing weather. As usual, I walked with light steps, stepping on the ground that was starting to get damp from the light rain that was starting to fall slowly. Even though the sky looked gray and the wind was starting to whisper through the trees, I felt more alive, freer, and happier. I kept walking, following the path that was already so familiar. At the end, the bamboo trees stood tall, as if waiting for me. The air began to feel fresher, with the scent of wet soil that emerged as soon as the rain started to fall, creating a calming atmosphere. But, inside me, nothing could stop this happiness. Even when the raindrops started to drip on my face, I just smiled broadly, as if nature was celebrating my happiness. The muddy ground, the leaves swaying in the wind, and the drops of water falling from the branches of the trees created a very calming sound of nature. Even though the sky was getting cloudier, I felt like this world was mine and everything around me was celebrating this joy. I continued my journey, not in a hurry. My steps felt lighter than usual, as if every step was a step towards infinite happiness. Several times I saw birds flying low, as if they were joining in the joy I felt. Even the light drizzle that began to fall could not dampen my spirits. I chuckled, feeling as if this world was full of wonders that I could only enjoy with an open heart. The sky was getting darker, but my heart was getting brighter. It felt like there was nothing more beautiful than enjoying nature that presented simple but priceless beauty. When my basket was almost full, I felt satisfied, but also wanted to keep going. Each snail I found seemed to bring me a new gift, but what was more valuable than that was the feeling I felt inside, the simple happiness that comes from small things, like the snails hidden in the grass. The dark sky no longer felt scary. Instead, the silence of the afternoon was like a loyal friend accompanying my little journey full of happiness. And finally, full of joy, I walked back and forth, leaving this place. At home, dozens of ducks were waiting to be given this delicious meal. The ducks that I have raised since they were small have just hatched and are now big, and there are even some ducks that have started laying eggs. Between hunting snails, working in the fields, and the ducks, all of that makes the days very happy.